Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. This your girl Shay. Y'all, this I think I've talked about this topic before. Matter of fact, I know I have. But for today, it's hitting me a little different. Um, it's about how we raising our children. I'm very concerned about that, y'all. I'm very concerned about that. We are living in a day and time where we are more interested in giving kids what they want instead of what they need. Now, there's nothing wrong with blessing our children with some of the things that they like and some of the things that they desire. But we really need to reel in on giving our kids wisdom, giving our kids discipline, giving our kids structure and order. We really need to really hone in on that. And we also I'm sorry, y'all. We really need to hone in on letting our kids know who God is. They Our children now are facing things that my generation never dealt with. Because of technology and how things are going now and how people react to certain subjects and how they deal with life. There are just certain things that we didn't deal with when we were children. Well, we didn't deal with it in the way that they have to. I'll say it like that. We didn't deal with it in the way that they have to. It was very few things that we never really dealt with. I mean, very few. Almost like you can count it on one hand. But our kids are facing so much right now. And if we do not discipline our children, if we don't correct them the right way, if we don't give them what they need to survive mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, as well as financially, and even educationally, we're going to lose them. You can turn on the TV every day. Some kid done got shot. Somebody, done broke in someone's house. Somebody done robbed someone. Things are just not well. They are going to what the Bible is has already predicted the way that they would go. So it shouldn't be a shock to those of us who are believers. But we have to get back into the place of where we just sit down and we pour into our children. We don't we have to get to this point of where we tell our kids the truth. We have to tell our kids the truth. We have to be honest with our children now. And when they are of like when they're like 2 and 3 years old and 4 and 5, there's certain things we can't just outright say, but we have to ask God, how do I approach this situation? How do I tell my son, my daughter, my kids what's going on without telling them what's going on? How do I deal with that, Lord? What do I say? When do I say it? And how do I approach it? And how I should say it? So that's what we have to really get back into. They are trying to force our children to choose their to not choose their gender. They're trying to force our kids to be racist. I personally believe that. I believe that they are. It's like they're trying to bring us together but keep us apart at the same time. And it's a lot of confusion. And we have to teach our children what to look out for. We have to teach our children also just the very basics, because we're raising, like I said, we're raising a generation of people, you know, that don't know what responsibility is. They don't know what accountability is. They don't know what wisdom and understanding and knowledge is. And we have to stop that. And it stops with us as the adults. It stops with us as the adults. And we have to set our foot down and say, you know what? This got to end right here. We got to teach our young boys what it is to be a man. We got to teach our young girls what it is to be a woman. We have to teach them the necessities of life. And those necessities of life is having manners, being honest, being truthful. We have to teach them that your education is the key that unlocks every door. We have to teach our children that sex is not a toy. We have to teach our children that respect and honor and obedience is necessary. A lot of us are refusing to do that now. We're raising up a generation of people who not only don't respect other people, but don't respect themselves. Our kids are looking at anything and everything on the internet today. I mean, everything. They saying everything. I saw a video yesterday on Instagram where this little girl was telling her, I guess her parents, a story, and she started using the B word. And then I was like, B, and then I was like, B, and they were just looking at her like, nobody slapped her in the mouth. Nobody told her not to say that. I don't know if it was the shock of hearing her say that or what, but nobody stopped her. Now, had it been my day, had it slipped out my mouth, I would not be on this camera right now. Okay? And we got to get back to that, where they respect us as adults. Now, are there adults that are unrespectable and that are deplorable and horrible people? Of course. Once again, look at your news. Look at your news. Look up on the internet. That's all you got to do. Baby daddy, baby mama drama all day long. If I can't have you, they can't, and then ain't nobody gonna have you. It's another murder suicide over here, and this one over here slashing his tires because he left her, and this one over here busting out her windows because she didn't do what he say or whatever, and it's a bunch of foolery. And it can all stop with us if we just get before God first, repent to Him, and then make up in our mind we are going to be respectful and honorable adults. We are going to live a life in front of our kids that will say, you know what, I want to be just like that. Because we got to be real, y'all. We let our children talk to us and do us any old kind of way. And then when they come up on somebody that don't take that stuff, now everything is a problem. Now you got something to say. Now you want to get an attitude. And now you want to, now you got to go post bail money and all of this. Now you got to go see the teacher. Now you going to teacher conferences. Now you meeting with the principal. Come on now. So we got to stop. We have got to make a decision in our mind. We are going to stop this foolishness right here. God, we repent for being not upstanding, for not being righteous, for not walking in the way that you tell us to walk. And a lot of times our children get these behaviors because we displayed them when we were kids to our own parents. So we got to deal with our own drama. We got to deal with our own stuff. Rebellion begets rebellion. Disobedience begets disobedience. That's how it goes. Years ago, back in the 80s, there was a story that broke, and they titled it The Yuppie Rapist. Y'all can go look it up, go Google it, whatever search engine that you use. And there was a young lady that got raped by this young man. He came from a very well-to-do family. It's up north somewhere, northeast. And they were running a story on him and the young women that got attacked by him. And they said that the cops went to the home of this young man. And the father, invited the policemen, the detectives in, and because they was, trying to check out the story. And he was home upstairs in his room, and his father tried to get him to come downstairs to meet the detectives. The rapist said, "Dad, shut the door. Let it go. Don't let them in." Do you not know what that's what that man did? That young man raped those women and got away with it. Ain't seen the inside of a prison yet. Everybody knew about it. It went national. Attitude was stank. Personality was awful. Character was non-existent. That is why that is why we have got to get back to raising our kids the right way. No, you might not be able to buy them a 200 to 300 pair of shoes every weekend like you've been doing. Some of y'all been doing that and wonder why your lights been turned off. You can't pay your rent and your mortgage on time. You've been giving your kids what they want instead of what they need. What they need is discipline. What they need is love. What they need is attention. What they need is with structure is in order. That's what they need. They need you to tell them when they're wrong and when they're not messed up. And you need to tell it to them right. Don't patty cake it. Well, I don't believe in spanking my kids. Then you need to believe in some form of punishment that will let them know right is right and wrong is wrong. Because I'm telling you now, what you don't do, the world will. The cops will. The streets will. And you really don't want them to do that. And contrary to popular belief, every cop ain't crooked. Every cop ain't racist. Every cop is not power seeking and corrupt. Some cops, when they come out here, when they say they're going to protect and serve, that's what they're going to do. They're going to protect and serve. So if your kid is disrupting any of that, they going to get dealt with. And once again, now you going to go to the court system fighting for your kid's life. Is that really what you want for your child? Is that really what you want for you? Do you want to be raising your grandchildren? Do you want to be giving your kid money every time they come around? Do you want that? Do you want that? Do you want your baby to come up HIV positive? Do you want your child to come up missing? Do you want your child to end up dead? It's some people going through everything I just said right now. Right now. Right now. Mm. Mm. You got to make a choice. Make a choice and make it today. You going to be better and you going to do better. We got to do better, y'all. Got to do better. This got to end. I love you guys. And I will talk to you next time. Please like, share, subscribe. Okay? Love y'all. Bye.